In today's episode of Value on My Toy Collection, we're going to value some Pac-Man items and some video game character items. And stay till the end and we'll show you what our grand total is for everything. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum, so it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Let's jump right in and see what everything's worth. First, we have this new Pac-Man plush. He's worth about $15 with the tag on. And next, we have the small Donkey Kong plush. You can see I got those at Toys R Us on clearance for 25 cents, and he's worth $10. Then we have a pack of gum and trading cards. That's worth about $7. So we have this vintage Pac-Man mug that kind of changes when you turn it around. I call it a hologram. I don't know what it's called. It's worth about $15. And then we have this little ghost figure that someone chewed his arms off, so he's only worth about $1 that condition. Had these little ceramic figures that were mine when I was a kid. They're worth about $20. And then we have this little plastic Pac-Man figure from 1982. It's just the head. He's made out of rubber. He's worth about $15. And also from 1982, still in the box, we have a Pac-Man bank. And it's worth about $35. I think I got that from eBay. Then we have this little mystery video game figure, never opened, still worth about $15. I wonder which one's in it. It's hard not to open things, but I'm not going to open it. All right, we have this little wind-up figure from the 80s. He's worth about $12. And then we have a wind-up figure still in the package, and she's worth $25. And then we have this little vintage Pac-Man plush that says "Eat You Up," and he's worth about $15. And then we have this rare Donkey Kong plush. He's worth a whopping $50. I was really surprised about that. And then we have this little metal tin. It's worth about $10 where mints came in it. We have these vintage figures from 1982 that are pretty valuable. The Mr. and Miss Pac-Man are worth $24 for the set. Donkey Kong's worth $30, Mario's worth $35, and Donkey Kong Jr. at the end is worth $38. Donkey Kong Bitmap figure is worth about $10. And then the Happy Meal toy of Donkey Kong is worth about $8. And then the Donkey Kong in the metal car, it's worth about $10. And then we have this vintage cup worth at least $5, probably worth a little bit more than that. And let's see what else we have. We have this little rubber Pac-Man. He's probably worth about $3. And then these little ghosts from a game, I believe, and they're probably worth about $3 for the set. And then we have another one of those Donkey Kong plush. He's also worth $10. And then we have another one of those hologram cups worth $15. When valuing the toys, there's always something that just blows my mind. It's worth so much. And when I looked up these little Hallmark ornaments, the Pac-Man ornament, it's worth $50. And then the Galaga arcade ornament is worth $60. That blows my mind. I never thought they would be worth that much. And then this vintage handheld game from the 80s is worth about $30. And then next up we have this vintage Q*bert plush from 1983. He's pretty hard to find. He's worth $35. And then the newer Q*bert plush they just came out with the tag, he's worth about $15. Another little Pac-Man plush, he's worth about $15. And then all these cute little Pac-Man plush ghosts, they're all worth about $12 each. And we have 6 of these right here, so that's another $72 we can add to our total. And then in the very back, we have a vintage Pac-Man pillow, and it's worth about $15. Have this really cool vintage Pac-Man puzzle. It's wooden. It's worth about $17. And then we have this Pac-Man mug. It's glass, and it's worth about $20. Have this Pac-Man DVD set. It's worth about $10. And then we have this really cool vintage Pac-Man eraser set, and it's worth about $20. And then we have this newer metal lunchbox with a shirt inside, a Pac-Man shirt, and it's worth about $20 for the set. And then back here at the back, we have something really cool. It's a Pac-Man suit, pants, and a jacket set, still in the box, and it's worth about $50. And then we have this vintage metal TV tray, and it's worth $30. And then we have our real life, full-size arcade games. And we have 5 of these in the toy room here. And we're gonna have to move all of these to the toy museum, and I'll probably let the kids play them. I'll just have to see how rough they are, because I certainly don't want them to tear them up. So let's start off with our Pac-Man rug. I paid over $100 for this, I think, but it's only probably worth about $50 used. So we'll value it at $50. And then our arcade games, we have these cool stools in front of each one, and we'll say they're worth about $30 each used. So that's $150 we can add to our total, but I think they're worth a lot more than that. I know new they're like $150, but it's hard to get it for used. All right, our Pac-Man game has a bunch of games on it. It's worth about $1,500. Then our Galaga game, it's probably worth about $1,000. It's original. Donkey Kong's probably worth about $1,000. It's original from the 80s. Miss Pac-Man also worth about $1,000. It's original. And then our Simpsons game, it's a little harder to find, and it's worth about $2,500. But they go all the way up to $4,000. But I think $2,500 is about a realistic price for it. And I've got all this stuff on the top that we'll value in another episode. I have this really cool blow mold bank of Cubert from the 80s, and he's worth about $40. We have this Legend of Zelda Link action figure still in the package, worth about $20. And then we have this Diddy Kong, which is Donkey Kong Jr. He's worth about $25. And then Donkey Kong is worth about $25 as well. Then this Legend of Zelda ceramic mug to look like the game cartridge is worth about $20. And then we have a little Pac-Man book with a record inside that Miss McDonald wrote her name on, only worth $5 since her name's on it. And then we have these metal signs of Burger Time and Frogger, and they are worth about $13 each. And next we have this Centipede board game still in the box, never opened, worth about $18. Maybe when I'm older I'll open this stuff up and play with it, who knows. Then I have this big Donkey Kong figure, he's worth about $20. This was a cool movie, it's called Pixels, the DVD, it's worth about $6. It's kind of different, I might watch that again one day. Then this old VHS tape of Donkey Kong, worth about $10. And then we have a Pac-Man mug that's ceramic, and it's worth about $18. And then this cool energy drink called Level Up, that's Pac-Man, that's worth about $8. And I have a couple more plush. We have another ghost worth about $12, and this dark orange Pac-Man's worth about $10. And then this wall set is worth about $20. And then we have this little neon sign we'll put by our arcade games, and it's worth about $15. Well, in our previous 258 videos of value on my toy collection, our collection was worth $746,891. And then in this next video, where we can add all of our Pac-Man and arcade game character memorabilia, we can add another $8,383 to our grand total. So that means our overall grand total for episode 259 is $755,274. Now remember, I am no millionaire. I have just been saving toys all my life, going to garage sales, flea markets, thrift stores, and looking on eBay, and it's just accumulated to this big old total. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I am enjoying making these videos and seeing what all I actually own and what it's worth. So I'm off to make some more videos. So if you want to see the toys up close, you can also find us on Facebook under the Toy Vault of Mississippi. So until next time, we'll see you then.